Hello friends, welcome to JavaFx GUI tutorial. In this video, we are going to look at ComboBox. So here we will report old and new value when selection changes on the ComboBox. Here you will also learn observable list of items exposed by this list. Then how to add items to the combo box, then how to set the visible row count. Here if you see, by default it will show 10 and we set it to show only the 5 items here. Then as already told, here we will report old and new value when selection changes. By implementing the change listener, we will do that. Combo box is a combination of text box as well as a list box. The combo box shows nothing when none of the item is in a selected state. So by default, if nothing got selected, a combo box will display like this. And here, if you see, it doesn't show any item by default, because nothing got selected in this combo box. When user clicks the drop down means when they click this down arrow button, it shows a scrollable list with all the items. Here what you see is the scrollable list, and since there are multiple items, it cannot show all the item. It shows 5 items here through the list, but you can browse through all the items using this scroll bars. When user picks an item, let's state user picked this item or user clicked item 12. When user picks an item, the list collapses and the combo box text field shows the selected item. So this is the combo box text field. Once you click here, it will collapse this list and shows the selected item in the text box. Here you can see the item 12 is shown. That means at this stage you can say item 12 is selected by the user. To add items to the combo box, we can get observable list via getItems method. That means get items you will call on the combo box that will give observable list. Then from the list you can use the list manipulation method. So for example, here you will make a call to add method. So this will add an item to the observable list, and combo box presents the items via this observable list. Since the observable list has a new item via the add method, that will also get shown here. That means practically the item what you added to the observable list will be shown here or will be added to the combo box. The drop down shows 10 items by default. Here we are showing only 5 items. That means here we modified the default behavior. So you can set number of items that can be shown or that can be visible by using this function set visible row count, and here we will be passing 5 so that it will show only 5 items when user collapses. When user expands the list. So like we did previously, we will implement change listener to track a specific property. Here in this example, we are going to track a selected item property. If you want to track selected index, you can do that as well. So the selected item property can report as a selection change on the combo box, and when user is making the change in the selection, By making use of the selected item property change listener, we can report what was the previous value that got stored in the selected item property and what is the current value. So that way you can say previous item was 12 and currently selected one was 10. Here if you see, we create flow pan, margin, gap between the controls, and we retrieved the children for fpan control. Next we set our stage based on the fpan, primary stage, set scene, and the scene was created using the flow pan. Then here we are setting the title and showing. So fpan control is the one. Here we will add our all other controls. So if you see, first we create a combo box, then get items. This will give us observable list and we are referencing that as a CBO items. Then here we form a for loop and we create 50 items, 1 through 50. Then we are adding it to the CBO items. CBO item is nothing but the observable list which got retrieved from the combo box using the get items method. So to this CBO item collection, we are making call to add and we are adding the string item. Then we are adding this loop index. That means item 1, item 2, item 3. Likewise, it will go till item 50 and all that get added to the observable list. Since combo box is rendering this observable list, when you click the drop down list, it will show all 50 items through the scroll bars. Next we create a label, and this one is to capture the selection change event. So there are 2 labels we are creating. And finally we have a pen control, right? We are adding all of our controls, label 1, CBO, and label event. And you can look at the order. First we are adding a label, then we are adding the combo box, then we are adding one more label. So this one will report the selection change event and this one will be the static label. We won't touch it when application is running. Finally, we make a call to set visible row count and we set 5 here. That means by default 5 items will be visible when user clicks the drop down arrow. And here if you see CBO dot get selection model, so this will give us the selection model. Then selected item property, so this is the property selected item and we are making call to selected item property. Then we are equipping the listener and then here we are implementing the change listener, and for the changed method we get old and new value, and here we are reporting selected item is we are just telling the new value. So if you see here, previously we used a scroll bar, right? In the scroll bar also we used the same way of handling the event. There we monitored the value property. Here we are tracking the selected item property. Alright, now we will go to the demo and see how it works. So now I will create a new example. So the skeleton is ready. Now we will add the required code now. So we have done this multiple times. Here, if you see, first we are creating the combo box. Combo box is from JavaFx scene control combo box. Then we are getting the item, CBO items. We are forming the loop and adding the item. Then we place some label controls. Then we added all the controls to our flow pane, which we already created. And here we are adding all these controls. So here we are setting the visible row count as 5. That means 5 items will be shown when user clicks the drop down. Then we will install change listener on this combo box. So everything is ready. Now we will show the stage to the user. Here, if you see, this is our combo box. By default, it is showing nothing. Now I am clicking the drop down, and you can see it presents 50 items through scroll bar. And here I'm selecting item number 28, and the event also reports item 28 is selected. Now once I click the drop down, it shows the previously selected item. Now let me click 33, and it shows selected item is 33. And this time I'm using the keyboard, and when selection changes, it reports the changed items. And I can hit the enter button to select the item. Alright, now let's change this default to 15. Usually it will be good if we have 5 to 10 item, and if you put like this, the purpose of combo box will be gone, because it occupies more space when clicking the drop down. But it's up to the designer and user requirement. Here if you see, it shows 15 items, and yeah, that's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.